Ilimfanya Diamond asiperform ni nini?
Hakuwa anataka kuperform, anataka nani perform mbele yake.
Ni kwa sababu Pose aliperform mbele yake. Akasema sipigi show.
Hivyo tu. Hakuna kitu kingine.
Atarudisha pesa.
Oh my God, Lord have mercy. This story is taking a totally different trial, you guys. Oh my God. That was one of the organizers that was giving his own account on exactly what happened. According to her, she felt like the real reason why Diamond didn't want to go to stage was because Willie Paul was there. Well, and guess what? Kenyan public is calling out for Diamond to be banned from coming to Kenya ever again. There's this post making round on social media says, in a quote, "Dear Diamond Platnumz, Kenyan fan demand an immediate apology for your bullying behavior towards Willie Paul. You have 72 hours to issue a public apology. Failure to do so will result to us occupying your platform and unsubscribing to your channels. Respect is mutual. Act accordingly." Guys, when I tell you that Kenyans are petty, there is something in Kenya called kusalamiana. I think it's a little bit foreign for non-Kenyan people, but in Kenya, whenever somebody does something and the public don't agree with, they intend to go and pitch camp on those people's platforms if they can't get those people's personal numbers. Honey, they get whoever's numbers they want. They damn nearly got Ruto's number. They say they're going to salamia someone. That was what was happening with Diamond Platnumz platforms, you guys. And not only that, you guys, also they're tiny matatu with Diamond Platnumz graffiti. They're like, we're not gonna board on these buses and these Nissans, not unless the owners remove them graffitis. Like, at this point, there's this campaign going around on getting rid of Diamond Platnumz. Like, they're posting these matatus and also buses on social media. And of course, people are being encouraged not to go to these buses. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm not surprised. It's something that has become a normal thing in Kenya. It reached a point where even politicians are afraid to do things that they normally used to do. Because when you do that thing, honey, kuna kitu kusalamiwa, of course, nobody wants that. So one of the organizers did an interview at a radio station called Maisha here in Kenya, of where she was being asked to give her own account on exactly what happened. And honey, it was crazy. She was even asked, so since Diamond Platnumz did not perform, is this supposed to return the money? Because I'm sure, because according to her, they're saying the full amount was paid. So probably when Salam SK said that they have an agreement, why they left without having the performance, or probably there's just totally something else, because the organizers at both sides of their mouth. Some group are saying, oh, Diamond Platnumz could have just, performed regardless. And of course, some side are saying that Diamond did not perform because of Willie Paul. Let's listen to this first of all.
Full? In dollars? Aya, basi mbona basi mkamtreat Pose hivyo jamani?
Okay, you guys, let's talk about that part. I'm hearing that Willis Raburu has unfollowed Willie Paul. And of course, it was posted on Nairobi Gossip. And I tell you, when people are lighting Willis Raburu's nyash, is no joke. Like, people are going on aim so hard, saying, how can you choose somebody else over your countrymen? It doesn't matter if Willie Paul was right or wrong. How can you do him like that? You know what I'm saying? But probably Willis Raburu felt that way because he felt like if Willie Paul did not react the way he reacted, he could have kept his brand. But I would be like, it was in your interest to make sure that everybody got what they deserve by not assuming.
Hebu mama Kori, tueleze kwa nini Diamond, yani kitu kimoja tu ambacho kilimfanya Diamond asiperform ni nini?
Hakuwa anataka kuperform, anataka na mimi perform mbele yake.
Ni kwa sababu Pose aliperform mbele yake. Akasema sipigi show.
Hivyo tu. Hakuna kitu kingine.
Atarudisha pesa.
Okay, I don't know if there'll be some legal action in case Diamond don't return the money, but we haven't had anything like somebody being sued. But here's my theory in what happened. I think when Willie Paul left the stage, I don't know if you guys have heard that video. Willie Paul said that there are some people who are beating Kenya and are favoring Tanzanians. That was already him inciting the crowd, that the next act that was gonna go on that crowd after Willie Paul had left could have been Diamond Platnumz, and I don't think things could have been good for him because already Willie Paul was angry. He was performing so angry. So when Diamond could have gone, and already Kenyans were informed that Willie Paul was whooped by Diamond's bodyguards, what do you think could have happened? Can I understand? Because if it was for security, I mean, if all those crowds wanted to overpower security, they could. So Diamond probably saw it as it's my safety to be just out of here and not to get involved with those people because it's becoming dangerous. That's how I saw it.
Nimlipa ngapi manake mama Kori tunajua Diamond Platnumz ni kama milioni 5.
100,000 at milioni 5. Ni 100,000 ama 150,000 US dollars kama atajilipia ndege.
So that is 10 million.
That is 15 million almost.
That is 15 million.
Well, anyway, that is what happened. According to the presenters, Diamond was supposed to be paid $150,000, which that is approximately like between 10 and 15 million. I don't know Kenyan shillings. I don't know how much that is converted into Tanzanian shillings. I think probably a couple of billions. But anyway, it is what it is. I won't be surprised. The last time I heard Sauti Sol was being paid 6 million per show. So I won't be surprised. It could be that way. It could be that way, definitely. So also there were splits. In Tanzania, there are people who are not affiliated with Diamond that much, that was supporting Kenyan artists who happen to be Willie Paul. And in Kenya also, there are likes of Kibe who decided to put Willie Paul on blast. But we all know that Kibe is a cloud chasing. Anyway, let me read what Kibe said in a quote. Wherever I see the cable of Kenya content creators go left, I go right. Willie Paul was wrong, and if he has any brains, he need to apologize to Diamond, Asab, and the other Tanzanian artists he offended with his childish outburst. We can't treat guests like that. Keep your emotion to yourself, Mambo. Hold. We can't treat guests like that. Keep your emotion-ish to yourself, Mambo ya nyuma stage, hatufai kujua. Okay? And of course, as you can see right there, Kibe is actually a weak attention-seeking character. Enyewe, I can't even bring myself to read some of these comments, you guys. Like, people are going in on Kibe. Kibe went ahead and released this long video, which I'm going to play to y'all. And then you're going to tell me how y'all feel about it. Because I feel like there are some people who are looking forward to cloud chase with this story, and one of them being Kibe. Let's watch this.
Let me tell you something. There's nothing as disgusting as victimhood. Jose behaved like an ass. He was treated like an ass. This victimhood that Kenyans have adopted is nauseating. How do we treat a guest like that? Diamond is our guest. We shouldn't treat him the way you guys are saying we should. Diamond is our guest. Lazima tumtreat na respect. Tuwezi kwa tunamtreat vile ati saa hii Jose ni wenyu. Hapana, hakuna kitu kama wenyu. Hey, we are working on merit here. Who's the biggest star? Jose or Diamond? Jose has to bow down and apologize. He has to bow down and apologize and tell Diamond, I'm sorry because you were our guest. Hata Pose kitu angefanya, angesema kama time ya kuperform imeisha, because sisi tuko tu, but Diamond anarudi home. Kama time ya kuperform imeisha, wacha Diamond perform, mimi naweza perform hata next week. There's no way where the fans are going. Walikuwa walipo mkwanja. Why behave like how does that make sense? Na nyinyi wote mko nyuma yake mnasema Diamond, because you hate successful people. But in the grand scheme of things, Diamond is a bigger star than Jose, and he was our guest. So we should have treated him with respect. Mgeni afadhali akule huko kula. So don't be puny supporting nonsense. Yeah, there's nothing like Kenya or Tanzania. There's manhood and there's bullshit. And when you do bullshit, doesn't matter where you do it, you're going to be clapped. Are we together? So Jose, hurry up with that apology. Quick, fast. Minus low.
Hey, freedom of speech. Kife will say what he felt like it was right on his right, and he felt like just because Diamond, quote unquote, is bigger than Willie Paul could have just allowed Diamond to walk all over him without him saying anything, according to Kife. He's also saying that you'd rather sleep angry and let your visitor eat. This African mentality that you treat visitors way better than you treat yourself, I feel like it's so stupid and so ignorant, you guys. And I don't get it. There's no way you would expect, if indeed it's true, and it was organic protest with Willie Paul, that Willie Paul will allow himself to be disrespected into that manner. Even if it was me, I would have said, no, bro, like, knowing that there's already bad blood between Diamond and Willie Paul. Because I can assure you that if Diamond could have approached Willie Paul's camp, and which he can never do because he doesn't want attention. He doesn't want to give Willie Paul attention because remember, Willie Paul has once called him out. So he didn't want that attention because he knew he will have Willie Paul trending the next day. So that's why he decided to just go there with him chest, and there he go. Willie Paul was ready and was like, bro, no in my country. No, baby. And Willie Paul's brothers were there. And hopefully, Willie Paul, next time, you need bodyguards too, bro. You need bodyguards. If for Nesma slap you, your bodyguard will slap the hell out of Diamond Platinums. That could have been even, according to my opinion. Not that I'm advocating for violence, but anyway, it is what it is. Keep it classy. System. See you in my next one.